Welcome to another episode on my Raspberry Pi 1 running Raspbian Linux, and via the GPIO, general purpose input output, connected to some electronics and an oscilloscope. The idea is that two LDRs, light dependent resistors, photoresistors, the value is being measured, converted to a digital signal, to a digital value, and transferred to the Raspberry Pi through SPI, serial peripheral interface. And the oscilloscope is therefore also set to serial peripheral interface with a clock. Well, let me show you this, with clock, data out, and select, which is barred, or actually CS bar, which means it is inverted. So if you look here, you see indeed it is inverted, so 0 is 1. However, the last couple of episodes, it turned out that the value was totally 0. It worked at start and then it didn't. And last time I found out that the resistor of 10 kilo ohms that I had here, which is actually this one, had somehow changed from 10 kilo ohms into something like much higher, like a mega ohm or something. So that forced me into taking some scrapped component like I have still here, and this is a potmeter, and I set this potmeter to 10 kilo ohms. And at that time, last time, unfortunately it didn't show to work, but let's see whatever happens now. Oh, and by the way, I had put everything back again, so this LDR and this LDR are parallel and still connected to to ground, I should say, whereas this potmeter is connected to both photoresistors and mains power. Anyway, let's see how this works out. I have not much expectations. Nope. Incidentally, there comes a value, and I have my doubts about the value. So, what happens if I press on the potmeter to make sure that it has a contact, that it actually does make contact? And the question is, by the way, do I need 2 or 1 of those poles? And right now I am thinking I should actually use 2 of the poles, so I should change this, otherwise there's not much of a potmeter, I think. And since I had it like this, I should change this. So then, oops, let me see. This is one in the plus, one in the minus. And one into here. And then by all means I hope it makes contact. Yes. So with this little change, unfortunately still no contact, so I may have changed the value by now because I touched it, so I have to remeasure it, and then I want to update the schematics because this is only a bare essential and this is still a resistor while it's now a potmeter. So those are the activities to come. So using this multimeter, I connect perhaps like one here and one here, and this shows that the value is almost 10 kilo ohms. I think this is not quite sure if you can see it. It's almost 10 kilo ohms. So I'm happy with that. So I have to put it back onto the circuit. And now the question is it actually working correctly? Well, somehow I doubt it. Yeah, nothing coming. So that means that I need to measure some voltage. DC 20 volts should be enough, since the power is 3.3 volts. So it's too high for 2. Then I need to find mass point, which is right here, and a voltage point, which is right here. 0.3 of a volt. That is very low. But do I need it? Do I need more than 0.3 of a volt to get my values? Well, in order to get this LED working, I do, because 0.3 of a volt is even not even enough for that. So the question is, what do I do? If I run this, there's no data, no clock, nothing, and I could change things. No, not the time base. If I reduce it to 200 millivolt or even half a volt, this is 2/10 of a volt and it shows nothing. And if I go here and I change it to 12 milliseconds and third, yeah, it's right over here. Right over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 200 is 1.2 volts. Not much. It's something, but it doesn't change. So that makes me wonder. Really makes me wonder. Alright. And still no values right here. So what to do? Update schematics, I think. As said, schematics now fully redrawn, and the reason is that I of course have an ADC and 2 LEDs on the circuit board as well. While these have nothing to do with serial peripheral interface, but everything with software pulse modulation. But they're on the circuit, they're in the software, so they belong on the drawing. Then this is redrawn, a much simpler drawing, but effective. Channel 0 with the NTC still on board connected to channel 1. And the two now parallel photoresistors, and this one I think should be here somewhere. Anyway, one is the fischertechnik, one is the other one. Then green small LED which is connected, and here the potentiometer. Now the advantage of a potentiometer is that I can of course change the resistance value and then see if it actually starts doing something right here. They're both connected, of course. In reality it is just one ADC, analog to digital converter, but they're separate channels. And by searching around, I think I made a mistake with the NTC, since it does not have a connection to voltage. On the other hand, in other in other electronic circuits that I have created in my other projects, I have an NTC only connected to a port like this, entry port, and mass ground, and that works. So in that perspective it should work. Question, why doesn't it work? Very good question. I think that is the same question as why this doesn't work. And with that reasoning, I go back to reality, start a program and see. Oh, by the way, yes, this is still here, so I am going to turn it back. Oops. 5 volts, then that is the one. This one also to 5 volts, and this one also 5 volts. Alright, then time for a screwdriver and changing the value of the potmeter and see whenever things start working again. I am very curious about that idea and how it may work out. Starting software, then well, the LED works, but in the utmost setting. So at 10 kilo ohms it certainly doesn't work. Now this one starts to work, the LED, but I still get absolutely nothing out of the screen output, which raises the question, is it really broken or not? Because right now I am tapping this and it should be 10 kilo ohms. Well, even halfway it doesn't show anything. No value or whatsoever. So with that I kind of have proven that some things are not working, and the same I can say of, well, alright, there was a pulses modulation wiring, but that's not the focus. The focus is somehow changing the value of the potmeter has no effect at all. And that really forces me to rethink the stuff. Okay, next idea. Remove everything, or remove the wiring, this wire, to the NTC, replace it with a very small wire to channel 1 and see what that gives, because maybe it is just channel 0 that has gone. Little chance, but if you don't try you won't know. So taking out for now this wire, then a very small wire goes right here. So channel 1 and channel 2 are now, no, channel 0 and channel 1 are now directly connected. Do I have something to change here? Not really, because entity is still channel 1. That is still connected. So whatever happens, unless I'm totally mistaken, of course, but I don't think so. So let's see whatever happens now. NTC value 0. Let's see. SPI open 00, SPI open 01, and that and 02 and 10 it doesn't accept for some reason. So with 1 being 0, 1 being 1, let me comment out this one. So that means that I have to comment out LDR2, not this one. This one as well. So now I have only LDR channel 1, I have LDR value, NTC value and NTC channel. Who knows what difference it makes? None. None whatsoever. Oh wait. That's of course not entirely true. NTC channel is 1, yes, that is correct. I have to address channel 1. So whatever the NTC value now says, channel 1 is just channel 1. So NTC reach for LDR. Basically, LDR and NTC should give the same value. Well, they do, but I don't want to see a 0. But then again, how do I address the other channels? Because this shows there are 8 channels. And I want to address them. So I think I have to return to this stuff to see whatever happens. Last action for now is that I have added another resistor, a fixed resistor, right here to another potentiometer, potmeter, to channel 6, the 7th channel, because it starts counting at 0. As you can see here, something happened. For some reason the Raspberry Pi did a reboot, so I had to set everything here in the upper half screen up again. To accommodate in software what I added in hardware, I added a res channel which has now the value 6, which is assigned to variable res underscore value, and I haven't tested it yet, so let's see what that gives. First of course save, then run, and what does resistor value say? 0. Ouch. Is that correct? Is this entirely correct? No, it is not entirely correct, because I have yet to connect something being this is this one. I'm doing it wrong. I am doing wrong, because I have to accommodate it like this. So from this side I have to put it to the channel, and then from this point to the mass. So no wonder that doesn't work correctly. Well, wherever this is, this should be here, and then it goes straight to 7 now, so I don't care about that. 7, and then with this wire, hopefully it does connect nicely. It's a very thin one. I will connect this one to ground. Now it is correct, and I only have to change this one to 7, and that's all. Now let's see whatever happens, and resistor value is still 0. So that's not what I expected. Anyway, I'm at the end of this video, I'm afraid. What did I do? Measure or attempting to change this value of the resistor. See if that makes a difference. Right now added another a fixed resistor in the same way I have added or in the same way I set up this circuit, and then of course right here a circuit, and I haven't yet put the new situation in it, but I will. And unfortunately a reset of the board. And with that, thank you for watching. If you like this video and you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, please do so and like the video. Follow me on Twitter and retweet and like. Follow me on Instagram and like. Please donate to make the videos coming your way. For more information on donation, please visit my website. And this is of course going to be continued, whatever way. Bye bye.